I'm Anthony Frost, okay? I have a studio in Penzance above the Exchange Gallery. There are 13 studios there. Luckily, I'm studio number 12. I obviously was, when approached by Anne in the street in St Ives, as she came out of the Sloop pub, I thought she was just going to say to me, have you got a light? And she said, instead, she said, would you like to paint a churn, a milk churn? Which was very odd request in Fish Street in St Ives. But anyway, I said, of course. And then the funny thing was, Rod Walker, who's got a churn over here, approached me almost at the same time, not down the same street, but a bit later, obviously, you know. And so, but it was Anne who was looking for me and other artists that she knew, you know, which she'd known over many years. And so it was an absolute, how can I say, it was an honour to be asked to do this. And in my case, I work very fast anyway. So basically I paced the studio floor, worked on other things and kept looking across at this milk churn, thinking, one day I'm going to paint you, you know? And I left it thinking there's loads and loads of time, that I've got plenty, I've got months. And then suddenly Annie got in touch with me. I got an email out of the blue saying, have you done it? And I felt a bit like Fawlty Towers, John Cleese, when he's hanging the moose. And, you know, she phones him up and she's having the ingrained time. I've done it, I'm doing it, sort of thing, you know. Anyway, so I then jumped into action, leapt into action, and started to, I work with, my paintings, I use lots of Hessian scrim and sailcloth and various materials, curtain, sails, and I collage it all onto a canvas. So for me, so the first thing I wanted to do was to get some Hessian scrim, which I have here, onto it, which I wrapped around it. I was going to do more, but it sort of became quite difficult, and I thought it would be easier just to use the scrim and then the paints I was explaining earlier on. So I use the golden acrylic paints, and they are so good. They come from New York. They're sort of that they will go onto anything, and they're waterproof immediately. You see, because I actually paint. Sometimes I paint onto sail, which is waterproofed, yet golden acrylics will stick to that sail, sort of thing. So it was interesting because what you really needed was a potter's wheel, the hand one, not the one you just turn. So you just turn it. And in this case, I had to sort of pace it. I had it on a table, and luckily I have a table up that I can walk around. And so I went around it and then turned it and sort of attacked it from all sides. And then it was quite interesting because I had to sort of I wanted, with my work, you get a lot of spontaneity, and so I want the action of painting it to be in the actual painting. So you will get drips and splodges and things like that on the painting, and that's the story of my churn.